In the name of Roger Evans.
Yeah, thank you, Roger, very much for this. I think it's a question I sort of partly addressed in passing earlier on. We are determined to improve victim satisfaction in London. It has not been what it should be, and I think that has very often been to do with the deficiencies of the police front counters, sometimes an intimidating environment, not conducive necessarily to confidence. That's why I repeat that getting the police officer to you is at the heart of our response, and we are going to work on we're looking at about 8 to 10 additional contact points in every borough, and we're working on that too.
I visit quite a lot of police stations, Mr. Mayor, and I find it quite a daunting prospect myself, because you end up queuing up outside with people filling in lost property forms, people attempting to answer bail, and there can be a whole variety of people there who you wouldn't want to report a vulnerable crime, a crime in front of, or who you wouldn't want to be with if you were a victim of crime. So we need to have other ways for those people to be able to work to access police services. Is that something that your strategy is going to address, and how will we make sure that people know that those avenues are available?
Well, I think it's a very good question. I think we need to get over as powerfully as we can the importance of what Bernard Hogan Howe has said about everybody reporting a crime being in receipt of a personal visit, and that is something that is a development from that was a new step forward for the Met, and I think the interesting feedback I'm getting from what Stephen Greenhalgh is doing with his discussions is actually when people talk about the issues and they think about it in the way that you are, and they think about what they would really want in their experience with the police. Do they want the antiquated, sometimes dilapidated front counter, or do they want a personal service of the kind that I'm describing? We are finding that it is possible to win the argument, and clearly what it's going to require is a lot of publicity.
Yeah, the approach that you're using could actually result in a large increase in the number of people reporting crimes to the Met Police if that confidence is improved. Are you sure the police will be able to handle the increased level of reporting which could result from this?
Well, this is something we're not seeing it yet. We're seeing a steady reduction in crime, I think, across all the crime types. Virtually speaking, you're seeing steady falls in crime, and I think actually it will improve people's confidence, people's sense of security, the knowledge that they are going to get, and also it will increase the potential criminals' sense of risk if they know that as soon as they commit a crime, that the victim will be attended by a police officer.
At the Police and Crime Committee last week, Professor Marion Fitzgerald, who was giving evidence, did actually say that she felt that police stations were unsuitable for vulnerable at-risk victims to report crime, and that somewhere more discreet would be required. And she actually repeated that several times, because some members of the committee seem to want to change her mind on the subject. Right. Will you continue to seek advice from leading academics to actually help us put proposals together?
I saw what Marion Fitzgerald had to say, and I was grateful to the committee for its work. Clearly, some experts will say one thing, some experts will say another thing. I think most of us intuitively feel that for the crimes of the type I was describing earlier, you could have better systems of reporting, and we should be putting the emphasis on personal interaction, plus the use of the havens and the rape crisis centres. I think that is a better way forward.
Thank you.